realization that I've had recently is pain is the most addictive drug there is. Now, why is that? How did I see this? For a long time, I was under the belief that any suffering that we feel is a sign that we're going the wrong way in life. A sign, an inner signal that we're holding on to an attachment and a belief that's causing the suffering. And the suffering is a signal to let us know. And you could always move through it, you could always open through it, you could always love through it. And then you meet people who say, you're spiritual bypassing, or you're avoiding the pain, or you aren't being human. And for a while there, I believed them. For a while, I thought that I had to sit with the pain. I thought that I had to feel the pain. I thought that I had to hold the pain. And that it was a process. As you hold it, as you feel it, it releases, it shifts. Even holding it with pure awareness, with neutrality, where you just sat with it, feeling it, observing it. It was very subtle when I realized that there's a part of us that gets life from the pain. That egoic entity. When that pain arises, that bittersweet pain, we say, if I feel pain, it means it was real. If I feel pain, it was beautiful, it was raw. If I feel pain, it's human. And this isn't something that can be convinced. But if you notice a space in you where there was resistance to the words that I just said, why is there resistance? Why is there holding on to the story of pain? Why is there holding on to the story of pain is human, that pain is bittersweet and beautiful? Why is there holding on to pain is a process? Why is there resistance to letting that go? The only way that you can change through that and release that is when you've experienced enough pain to the point where you say, no more, no more. And you can see that subtle attachment, you can see that subtle addiction that the ego has. So the next time that pain arises, rather than going into it and feeling it, and spiraling, the thoughts going round, the emotions go round, refeeding it and refeeding it and refeeding it. This is the addiction, because we keep refeeding it. We keep poking our wound, where there's a part of us that feels good from the poke, because that poke is a life. It's like a virus or a cancer or an entity. It is a life, even if it is suffering. It builds. the more we identify with it, the more that we feed it. Once you catch that, you see that you don't have to feel it. You don't have to feel the pain. You don't have to feel the grief. Even though 95% of the world will say you do. Even though so many spiritual people or therapists or people with certificates on their wall will say that they do. What is your ambition? Like, sit with yourself and ask, what is your ambition? Do you want to keep on feeling this pain? Or are you willing to temporarily, just temporarily, let go of the belief? Let go of the attachment and the addiction to pain. And see the subtleness of the addiction to it, the life that the ego gets from it. And instead, choose expansiveness, choose openness, choose love. Choose to go in this direction. Whereas pain, it brings us in this direction. It makes us want to close up into a ball, get under the covers, turn off the light, and just die a slow death. And it's still fine if we need to go through that. Don't deny it, don't push it away, don't run away from it. Because you should still face it. I'm not saying don't face it, I'm not saying don't look at it, because that is power. But I'm saying see that there is a subtle addiction and a subtle life that we get from it, and that it doesn't need to exist. That there's a belief and attachment somewhere that's causing it to exist. And if you can hone in and see where that source is, you can release it and allow something new to grow. It's like the earth. You could see loads of weeds around, and you could say that weed's supposed to be there. But if you pull out the weed, there becomes space for the earth to open and grow through something new. So this is a reflection that will hit maybe 5% of people. The other 95% won't be able to hear it, and that's okay. It's not something the logic's going to be able to do. Something that happens when you've had enough pain and you can see the insanity of it and you want something more. And fundamentally, it takes an ability to be able to detach from the rest of the world, what they believe and their opinions on you. If they say you're spiritual bypassing, or all of these bullshit words, they say that you're only love and light. Can you withstand your core? So open, expand. And there isn't really much logical or practical words that I could use to direct one towards that. Because it's unique for everyone, it's different for everyone. And it can't be forced or controlled. It's a simple willingness to open. And as we have that willingness to open and expand and grow, rather than to shrink and close, we will allow new to flow through us. So we're holding this space of openness and expansiveness. And so within our subconscious mind, everything will start to come to the surface to grow through that. As we've pulled out the weeds of the old pain, we will, and open to the sun, we will naturally allow the growth to come through. So let go of your pain, let go of your stories, see the addiction and how the ego gets life. Pull out the weeds. Where will you grow? Where will you open? Where will you bloom? It's not logical. Don't decide or think about where you will do it. Just open your energy field and listen. And then flow. Move with it. Surrender to it.